Aloha everyone, welcome to another video. This is Hawaii's Pickle Lady. Today I'm going to make sauteed shrimp with vegetables. And first of all, I'm going to show you how I clean shrimp. There's several ways of cleaning it, but I only like one way. So this is a way that a Chinese lady taught me to do it. With a toothpick, you go right through the shell, poke the toothpick about the middle of the shrimp, about 1/8 of an inch down, and then I pull it up. And then hopefully it lifts off the vein. This one is pretty clean, you can see. There it is. But I can see there's still some intestinal tract down here. But I'll just leave that go. But that's the way some people do it. But I don't like to eat all that grainy stuff. Okay. The other way is, well, first of all, when you peel the shrimp, you peel it from the bottom, right? Take out all the shell. And if you're doing tempura, they leave the tail on, but I'm not doing that. So when you get to the bottom, you know, some people just rip the tail off. But what you do is you kind of spread the tail a little bit and gently pull each one or several of them until the tail comes out. See, when I pulled it, the tail is still there. Okay, so I'm just first of all going to peel all the shrimp. Okay, just take out all of the legs and all that. And I've already rinsed the shrimp, so you don't have to rinse it again. So again, the tail part, split it open and just gently pull on some of the tail pieces. Sometimes it breaks, but if it breaks, it's okay. Now, some Chinese stir fry the shrimp with the shell on, but it's kind of humbug to eat, so I like to peel it. Okay, now one more time on the tail, pulling it out. Just gently. I'm going to show you quickly. This is what people do on the back. And I have this knife. I like this knife. It's called a bird beak. It's very sharp. And it's excellent for shrimp. Now, most people just do it here. And then they take out the vein. But this one doesn't have a vein, so it's pretty clean. But I still see some intestinal tract here. So I like to cut it almost at an angle to the tail. See this intestinal tract? I like to take that off because I don't want to eat that part. Okay, so do another one. And some people, like I said, just do it to here and pull out the vein or the intestinal tract. And this one is pretty clean too. Sometimes it's really black. Okay, so I'm going to get this bottom part here because I can still see that. You see how you can just pull it away? So I always have a little bit of water. And then the last shrimp to show you. Cut it again. It takes some practice to do this. So I'll cut it all the way down here. So this one has a little bit of a intestinal tract. Sometimes it's really dark and black. And you don't want to eat that because it's kind of like eating dirt or sand. So I like to take this part out, but I've never seen anybody take this part out. But once I found out what it was, I don't do it like that anymore. I'm going to cut the shrimp in half so it'll stretch because, like I said, it's a big family and everybody likes shrimp. So I have here about 1.5 pounds of clean shrimp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to salt it a little. The shrimp a little. Not too much because shrimp has natural salt in it too. And then I'm just going to let it sit a while. Okay, we'll put this on the side. And then I have some things from the garden. I have some very young asparagus. This is from the San Miguel Community Garden. I've cleaned it and cut it up. It's very young. And then we'll do this side. See, you don't want that. Okay, now the wok is hot, and I'm gonna stir fry the shrimp because I don't want it to overcook, and then I'll remove it after. So you put a little oil, swish it around so it won't stick. And now I'm putting in the shrimp. Put all of the shrimp in. Shrimp is something you don't want to overcook. So just when everything is pink, then I'll stop. Yeah, I'm gonna put a little sesame oil to give it a little bit more taste. Not too much. I can smell the sesame oil. It smells delicious. Sesame oil always makes Oriental dishes taste better and smell good too. Okay, it's almost done. Just a few more pieces are still cooking. And you can see how pink it is. And that's when you can tell it's ready. So I see a few more white spots here. Okay, it's done, so I'm gonna put it in a bowl on the side because I don't want this to overcook when we're cooking the veggies. Okay. Smells so good, and it looks so fresh too. Gonna put some oil in it to fry the veggies. Stir it around real good. And then I'm gonna add some fresh ginger and some garlic. And this has to be pretty fast because it's hot and it'll burn if not. Okay. Now I'm going to add asparagus. It's kind of dry and I'm afraid it'll burn, so I'm putting a little water just to keep it moist. You see these asparagus, see how young they are? I just picked them. They're only like about 3-4 inches high, and that's the best time. It's super sweet. Okay. Now I'm going to add the Chinese peas. I'm not cutting them because they're not that big. So pour it in. And Chinese peas don't take that long to cook either, but you see how nice and green it becomes? It'll be nice and crispy. Now I happen to have some baby trumpet mushrooms like this. So I've just cut them, not too big. So I'll throw that in. You can see how colorful it is. And when we add the shrimp, it'll add that pink color. So these veggies don't take long to cook. Now, if you don't have this assortment of vegetables, you can use any assortment of veggies that you have. So you can use other kind of vegetables like carrots, celery, different firm cabbages, Chinese cabbages, even cauliflower and broccoli. Now, for my sauces, I'm going to add some oyster sauce, some hoisin sauce, and believe it or not, some ketchup. Okay. Now, just put in some hoisin sauce, not too much, and some oyster sauce, and some ketchup. My uncle taught me this. He used to make this paper wrapped chicken, and he used ketchup in it, not too much. You see, it's kind of dry on the bottom, so just a little bit more water so it doesn't burn. Okay. Next, add the shrimp. And this will be it. Just mix it all up. Doesn't it look colorful? Everything is cooked. So you can do this dish, in less than half an hour if everything is prepared. And I'll turn the stove off and we're done. Now I'll put it in a dish and let's see how it tastes. So I'm gonna spoon it in instead of pouring it because I would have a hard time handling this heavy wok. So just scoop it in Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I love the color. So you see, we have a very generous amount of shrimp. If you had this in a restaurant, you'd probably only have a fraction of the shrimp. But because it's for home, I can make it the way I want it with tons of shrimp. And everybody will love it. I'm sure it'll disappear by tonight. Okay, now I can lift it up. Green, pink, white, all kinds of colors. Okay, that's the finished dish. Restaurant, you'd only have a little bit of shrimp, like I said, but because it's for family, you can have a lot. And now I mentioned that I use the trumpet mushrooms, but you can use any kind of mushrooms, shiitake, anything that you find in the store. Okay. And then some peas and some beautiful asparagus. I love asparagus anyway cooked. And a lot of peas. And this is a very healthy official taste test to Austin is not available. So instead we have my grandson's friend Thomas, and he's going to taste this dish. So go ahead and see what you think.
Get some. Is peas? Green peas?
Chinese peas is from the garden. I know what, you didn't get the... And there's peas and asparagus, and under here is a mushroom, a trumpet mushroom, baby. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your vote?
10 out of 10, easily.
Really? Oh, very good, thank you. Is it better than a school lunch?
Way better.
What about some restaurants? Have you had something like this before?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it'll probably be good on the menu, right? Good, good. Okay, and by the way, Thomas is a senior this year, and he'll be graduating with my grandson in May, late May.
Go class of 2021.
If you like this video, don't forget to smash that like button. Comment and subscribe if you haven't done so. And don't forget to click that bell so that you can be notified when we make great videos like this, because it supports our channel. So where is that bell, Thomas?
Right here.
Mahalo, and thank you for watching. See you on the next video. Bye.